morning. Is there any truth to someone being a hater because they do not take care of themselves? Meaning that you're fluffier than you used to be. And maybe that has even caused you to shrink. You're shorter than you used to be. You can't get your hair done as often. You want braids, or you've worn braids too much and you've taken out your edges. You worn weave too much and you've taken out your edges. Or you have to only wear the weave or wigs because you have taken out your edges. You didn't go to college, so you don't have a great career. You're a stay-at-home mom, which is noble in itself, but you don't necessarily feel that way anymore. So there's a lot of reasons. You're not as pretty as the next girl. You're pretty. She's pretty inside and out, but you are not. So there's many reasons. And I have witnessed it. Now, this topic, I heard about it online. I saw it for myself. But I have witnessed it among different people, not necessarily friends, but I know of two young women who refer to themselves as besties. And one is a stay-at-home mom. One has an outstanding career. The one who is a stay-at-home mom happens to have gotten her guy, so she's married, and the other one is dating. So the one who stays at home says, oh, he's not your man until he marries you. Your boyfriend is not your man. The other one with the outstanding career, she likes to show us what she purchases, which we love to look at, or we wouldn't. And she tries on the outfits, and she has expensive bags. Her children are grown, so she really spends her money pretty much only on herself. And yes, she does have every right to be somewhat, notice I said somewhat, selfish. But her bestie says that you online. Now, she didn't say who she was referencing, but I watched both of them, and the bestie said, oh, you online bragging, you better be happy you don't have cancer. Okay, so, and then the one with the great career, she came online one day because they watch each other's blogs, and she said, hey, I don't know, I'm thinking about not, being online anymore. And I wrote her a comment saying, regardless of what anybody says, you have built that channel and don't allow them to make you run away from it. So this alleged bestie, the one who's married, a stay-at-home mom with big kids, but they're not fully grown, not all of them, she went to see her career friend, and they hung out. And I could tell that their relationship has changed in the small clips that they shared with us. Because the one with the flourishing career, she was dressing down, in my opinion. She was not trying to look her best. Maybe she wasn't feeling it anymore because she's thinking about what has been said online, or maybe what her own family and friends are sharing with her. Like, that's not your friend, girl. And the other one was, giving her all and her best, stepping out the way they used to step out, dressed to the nines. I don't think a friendship like that has to end. I really don't. But I do think boundaries need to be set. Maybe the career girl can stop calling her bestie, and that will wake her up. Because she's already told her, oh, you can have other friends since you're far away, even though they're still in the same state. And both watch me, as a matter of fact. They have commented before together on something that I put on this channel. I happen to like both of them, by the way. Both of them are beautiful, and they are successful in their own right, because one is a stay-at-home mom living the soft life with a great husband who makes a seemingly good enough money to take care of both of them, as well as the couple of children still in the house. So I think they're both beautiful, right? But I do think the stay-at-home mom is wrong, and there are reasons, I suppose, that all of a sudden she is threatened somehow by her friend. Doesn't like her as much. I'm not sure what's going on, but they can recover if you want to. They both have to want to, and the one who hasn't been making as many videos, I guess she's more on TikTok or Instagram than she is on YouTube. She may want to let her know, I've seen your videos, and I don't know if you were talking about me or not, but I still want to be a friend. I still refer to you as a bestie. So it's something that we can work on. But for the meantime, we don't have to talk all day, every other day, even once a week. I'm going to step back a little bit, give you your space, you give me mine. We catch up when I'm in town visiting my family, and if I have time, we can hook up for lunch, like we used to, brunch or whatever, or even go out on the town if you're able to do so, unless your husband needs your quality time, since he spends some time away working. So they need to set boundaries like that, because I'm close friends with my true bestie and my cousin, and if either of them watch this, they know what I'm talking about. And my cousin is not so cool with me anymore, because I think she really understands that my bestie is my bestie for real, that I have always been there for her, especially when she needed me, right? And she stepped back. They were very close, but that friend of mine, that cousin of mine, stepped back, and she revealed to my bestie that she is not in the running to replace me. So sometimes friends get jealous of friends, but they are still friendly. I don't see them a lot, at each other's events anymore, but they are still friendly, and live in the same state, and I live here, so I can't be around my bestie all the time. And like I said, that cousin is not so cool with me anymore, and I think it's simply because she wasn't there for probably who she referred to as her bestie. Because sometimes your bestie has a bestie, and sometimes one or the other have to prove their worth. Like, see, I told you I was your bestie, but I never said that, because I understand we are a group of friends and I'm willing to share, but I don't think that cousin/friend of mine mind sharing. She just didn't want me to come across as the better friend. So sometimes you run into that too. But back to the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is, should you end a friendship because this person who is allegedly close to you is indeed a hater? And can they get over being a hater? Maybe they need to improve their life in some way. Maybe they need to go get a degree. Maybe once they're married, they're okay. Maybe once they get a new car, a new apartment, a new house, they're better. I don't know. So, is a hater worth hanging with? Do you ever continue a relationship with a hater? Is it worth it? Alrighty. Peace and blessings. And don't be a hater. Merry Christmas.